same. That's even though it hit so close to the anniversary, very devastating. Even these two storms are very different.
I think it's a really good example too of the placement with respect to a city. So they'd moved in one just to the west of New Orleans. That was Ida. Katrina moved in just to the east, so that backside storm surge pushed all of Lake Pontchartrain onto New Orleans, whereas this time around it came in from the Gulf. So, very bad storms, but very different impacts there in New Orleans. We are going to be nice tonight. Not as humid. That's one of the side effects, albeit very hot, but it's not as humid as it was a few days ago. 96 degrees. The dew point, that's the number to look at for the humidity. It's not in the mid 70s, so it doesn't feel as bad outside. It still feels like 100, but it's not a huge difference between the air temperature and the feel like temperature, and that is thanks to that slightly lower humidity. Mid to upper 90s inland, 89 in Port Aransas. Here are the dew points. No one in the mid 70s. And again, this is the number you've got to look at to find out how it feels outside. When we're in the 60s in the summertime, that is a good thing for us. Typically, we're in the mid 70s on the dew point temperatures. The heat index, 107, the highest number on the map. Well, now 106. 100, the feel like temperature in Corpus Christi. We are rain free with the drier air in place. Still some little shower activity up in central Texas. These will fall apart with sunset, and you can see Ida, what's left of it, a tropical depression churning over Mississippi. See the feeder bands. We've had to deal with some of that, not with this storm, but earlier in the year. These are drenching rains that train over. They go over the same spots and can cause flooding. Also a little tornado threat within those rain bands, but Ida, a tropical depression, 35-mile-per-hour winds will move up to the northeast, and rain, I think, is really going to be the biggest thing this does moving forward as it moves off into the Atlantic Thursday and Friday. Ida moving away, that's the low in the upper level wind field. That will move to the north and east, and in its place, high pressure going to set up over the central part of the country through Saturday. That's going to keep us hot and generally rain-free. The tropics are active. We've got KIII, post-tropical Julian. Those are the two storms that developed over the weekend. A tropical wave coming off Africa, high probability of development. This will probably bend north, though, in the Atlantic. The one we're going to be keeping close watch on is this area of 20% chance for development in the Caribbean Sea. There's just disturbed weather here right now. No real tropical wave or cyclonic motion, but moving forward, this is going to try to move off to the west and interact with something called the Central American Gyre. It's a broad counterclockwise circulation over Central America, and sometimes that can encourage tropical development. Some of the longer range guidance is trying to suggest that, but I'm thinking to myself back to last week, and I was already fielding questions about long-range models from that system, whatever is to come of it. So I'm here to say that when we're talking about weeks out, forecast models are poor with respect to their reliability. So take that into consideration if you see scary looking screenshots of models. It's going to be quiet tonight. We'll find our way down into the middle 70s overnight. Tomorrow, going to be mainly sunny with mid to upper 90s. Only isolated showers here Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and even into Saturday. Coverage will not be impressive at all. Mid 70s tonight, pretty quiet night. Tomorrow, upper 90s with the southeast breeze, 7 to 17 miles per hour. Some places going to be up around 100 tomorrow with the heat index 105 to 110. At the beach, improvements, low rip current risk, 2 to 3 foot waves at a 5-second period. Mid 90s, only chance for rain really going to be a little blip on the radar each day. Isolated activity, heat and humidity here for the next week. Leslie, Rudy.
All right, Alan, thank you so much. By the way, you can also join